1968. Again, 52 copies. January the 6th. So it looks like I put these in month order. Okay, let's make a start. So P.P. Arnold, If You Think You're Groovy, The Monkees in London, and LP Mystery, The Beatles Tour, What You Think, Everlasting Love, Love Affair. Oh yes, I've just done another picture there just so you can see some damage to the left hand side on the bottom left where it says Groovy. Oh, and the other edge to show bit tatty as well there on the right hand edge. Not sure what this picture is about. What to say about this one? Okay. Plastic Penny, Everything I Am, their first hit. Bee Gees scoop, the Walker Brothers scoop, Pete Talk scoop. Words. Is that the Bee Gees? Yeah, of course it's the Bee Gees, isn't it? Yeah. Engelbert, the Supremes. Can't read that. I really can't read that typeface. Who are they? Engelbert, the Supremes. Love Affair. Visiting a Rolling Stones home. Bee Gees, Love Affair. Who, Fame, Dusty Springfield, Dupre. Toby Twirl. Don't remember them. Marty Wilde. Pictures of Matchstick. The status quo. Pictures of Matchstick Men. Love it. Love Affair. The Tremolos. That's obviously a rear page. I'm not sure why. Oh yes, I've copied this because it's got an Apple advert on. Quite an interesting one. The Nerve, Magic Spectacles. The Truth Behind Monkey Mystery. Solomon King, Alan Price, Brenton Woods, Stars, Soccer Picks, Beatles, Paul, another rear page for Otis Redding, Dock of the Bay. Classic song, obviously. Sitting Under. Wow, Joe Brown, Bottle of Wine, John Rowles, If Only I Had Time, Brenda Lee, That's All Right, Hobbits, Daffodil Days, Move Rock, another Apple advert in the bottom right hand corner there, Mitch Murray and Peter Callender. No One Can Break a Heart Like You, a hit from Dave Clark 5. That's an interesting picture, isn't it? They did some good artwork with them, didn't they? Bee Gees Revelations, Manfred Mann's New Image, Cinderella Rockefeller, Esther and Abio Farim, the Bonnie and Clyde, Engelbert, Donovan, another Apple advert on the bloke on a horse backwards. That's quite funny. Blessed Are the Lonely, Jimmy Young. I Can't Forget, Barry Noble on MCA Records. Donovan's Secret Retreat, Esther and Abby, Lulu, Tom Jones, King, Lennon Piper's Survey on Rock, Stones Monkey Film Set Special, Lulu and Davy's Romance, Don Partridge. Oh, the Beatles' Lady Madonna. How did I miss that? That's a fantastic picture, isn't it? Yeah, wow. And on the rear side, it's Jumbo, the singer sang his song, The Bee Gees. Fantastic pick again. I love the front one of the Beatles. Plastic Penny, Nobody Knows It. Ringo, the Beach Boys, Elvis, Blessed Are the Lonely, Scylla, the Tremolos, Traffic, Andy Williams, Billy J. Kramer, 1941. That's a rear page thingy. Gene Pitney, Johnny Howard, Ken McIntosh, Bob Miller, Monkees, Davies Visit Home, Donovan, Dave D. Another rear page with This Man Has Talent adverts for Apple. Right, Lazy Sunday, The Small Faces, love that song. Tried to sing it at karaoke, made a fool of myself. Hollies, Cliff and Fans, Monkees' new LP. Andy Williams, and the advert again on the back page for Apple Records. Tom and Elvis, Lulu, Cliff Richard, Beatles Party. Um, can't see who some of those small pictures are. Johnny Cash, yes. Carl Perkins, June Carter. That's a great one, isn't it? Yeah, that's worth framing, isn't it? Monkey Michaels from the US, Cilla Black. That's quite a nice picture. Um, Step Inside Love. Step Inside Love. Shut up, Steve. Scott Walker. Monkeys film set scoop. Beach Boy Plan. Gene Pitney, Amen. Corn of the Hollies. Bee Gees tour. Mick Jagger, Scott Speaks. Union Gap interview. Small Faces. The Tremolos, Julie Driscoll. Jumping Jack Flash, the Rolling Stones. Again, I missed the fantastic picture, the biggest thing on the page. Wow. Jimi Hendrix, fantastic again. I love Jimi Hendrix. Fantastic guy. And a repeat of that advert. Again, this seemed quite keen on that advert. Writing on the Wall, Sasha Distel, The Seekers, Russ Conway, The Herd, Love Affair, Hollies, John Rawls, Dusty Springfield, The Moves, The Stones, Aretha Franklin, Make Salvation, Makes Salvation Seem Erotic. Hmm. Hmm. Smoky Spark Records, Smoky Blues Away, New Generation. Engelbert, Monkey Mike, Herman, Honeybus, Otis Redding, The Box Tops. Loving. I like that Apple advert. Headphones on an Apple. That's cool. Joanna, Scott Walker. An amazing monkey interview. Bee Gees 4-page special. The Beatles, The Faces, Gene Pitney, Bowie Goldsboro. It's an interesting change of Apple advertisements. Fantastic one there of John Lennon, Mickey Dolenz it on the left, Paul McCartney and Andy Williams is it on the right, George Harrison, Monkey Mickey, Elvis, John Rawls, can't read that name, Davy Jones in London, Julie Driscoll Special, Partridge, Solomon Faces, Lulu and another slightly bigger Apple advertisement. The Apple advertisements are quite cool, aren't they? Barry Ryan. Esther and Abby O'Farron, One More Dance, Stones, Davy, Donovan, Marmalade equals, Engelbert's New Fear, Barry Ryan, his first record, Goodbye. That's an advert on the back page with Humperdinck at the top, Cliff Richards. Cliff Richard, Seth Martin, Another Day Goes By, Scott Darbo, Gap, Sleepy Joe, Marmalade, Jules in Bratislava. Hayes, Woman, and Nan. I don't know what that's all about. Julie Driscoll, Tom Jones, Gene Pitney, The Equals, Scott Beats. Another Apple advert on the rear page. Oh, yes, I'll come back and just check who's sending me message there on Facebook in a moment. um, uh, Tommy James, #1, Mony Mony. Oh, love Mony Mony. Love it, especially when the thingy we did Rebel Yell. Married Mickey. Oh, sorry, I missed all that. Got so enthusiastic. Mr. Bojangles. Small Faces, Dave D. Partridge. Anita Harris LP. Dusty Springfield. I close my eyes and count to 10. The Beatles. Frank comment. Donovan's, Cupids, Rolls, Manfred, Jim Webb. Family. That's an interesting kind of advertisement. Interesting-ish. Not that interesting when it comes to think about it, actually. Loving Things, The Marmalade. Oh, The Kinks, Days out now. I love that picture. Davy, Dusty, Paul equals Married to a BG Partridge. Oh, what's that big advert? I can't tell. Tom Jones tour dates. Canned Heat from Los Angeles. Love Canned Heat. Kinks, Dusty. Our First Four. Oh, on Apple Records. Yeah, that's Mary Hopkin, Jackie Lomax, John Paul George. Tom Jones obviously there, and the new Luke Shondells, Arthur Brown, Bee Gees, Monkey Mike, Eamon, Candy, Family Stone, Cliff. Some interesting things there. Interesting layouts. Oh, what's his name again? Dave D's Instant Hits. National. Oh, anyway. At Home with the Monkey, Davy Jones. Great Beatle picture there. Marbles, Only One Woman. Beatles, Paul, Arthur Brown. Oh, it was Arthur Brown, wasn't it, in the previous one? Yeah, of course. Paul Simon, the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees, I Gotta Get a Message to You. That's a great front page. Love that. Dusty Smith, Alpert, the Kinks, Bee Gees, Aretha. Paul Nicholas, where do I go? That's from the movie Hair. Apparently, a bit of foxing on the page there, I'm afraid. Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Statler Brothers, June Carter. That advert again we saw a while back. Casuals, Jimi Hendrix. Beatles, George on Rock. Kinks, new LP, Canned Heat. Progression. Um, who's this? Hang on. Apple Rock, Jackie Lomax, Sour Milk Sea, The Eagle. Paul Starting Hope for Mary, Stones band LP cover. Is it really that bad? Mm. Listen to Mary Hopkins sing "Those Were the Days, My Friend." Listen to Sandy Shaw's version and buy the one you like. Apple Records. Foxing on the page spoils it a bit. The Weight. Don't know. Beach Boys, Arthur Brown, Aretha, Mary Hopkins, Sly and the Family Stone, Herb Albert, Leafy Lee. Hmm. Oh, Jimi Hendrix. I know it's a small picture, but I love that pose and how annoying this foxing on the page again. Dusty Springfield, Leafy Lee, Marbles, Doors, Gap, Heat, The Who, Mason, uh, My Daughter Mary, Hopkins. Rear page, for some reason I've photocopied that. I'm not sure why I've copied it. Doesn't seem to be anything special about that rear page. Okay, move on. The Who. I have no idea what the bus has got all about, but Magic Bus, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, Mary Hopkins' Amazing Admissions. Paul talks about London concert. Monkey Davies' Future. Is that the Cream? I think it is, isn't it? Beatles British Concert, Love Affair, Jimi Hendrix, Dave Clark, Engelbert Humperdinck. Sunshine of Your Love, of course, it is the Cream, yeah. Yeah, and George Harrison's Wonderwall Music. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. That was a joke. I have no idea what I'm looking at there, to be honest. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Electric Lady, and how could I not get that? Blind. Bee Gees Traffic Love, Beatles live show updates, the mother of them all on Atlantic. Mick Jagger speaks out. Long John Baldry, Barry Ryan, Roberts, Cocker, Turtles, Dave D, Jethro Tull, Presley, and Europe. Another. What's that advert for? The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Let's have a quick swig of my energy drink. A great new single from Jackie Trent. Holly's Split Shock, Jimi Hendrix Story, Dylan Exposed, Isley Brothers, Lulu and Marty, The Who, Cocker Brown, the Beatles White Album. That's got to be it, hasn't it, I presume. A little bit of foxing spoils it again, but then again, think how old it is. Stones, Ryan, Jimi Hendrix's Story. That should be fantastic. That's a great picture there of Dusty Springfield. Jimi Hendrix Story, Supremes and the Royal Variety. Did they really flop? Petula Clark, loved her to bits. I Want to Sing with Your Band. Scott Walker, Joe Cocker, Beach Boys Extra, Paul on LP. The Scaffold, Gene Petney. You forget all these names. The Fabulous Tom Jones. Help Yourself. That's a great picture, isn't it? Yeah. So many of these are worth framing, but you wouldn't have enough space to hang them. Beatles and Tiny Tim. It's too much. Beatles Christmas message to you. Happy Christmas, I suppose. That's bound to be the message, isn't it? NEMS Enterprises, Wish You a Merry Christmas. Packed with also Barry Ryan, Malcolm Roberts, Love Sculpture, Bandwagon, Fleetwood Mac, the Stones. That's a very interesting rear picture, isn't it? I have no idea what it means. The folk singer, stands up everyone and be joyful. It's Christmastide all over again. Interesting little picture though. Imagine if that was you That's an interesting picture as well. Kind of. Only because I wish I was drinking it. Uncorked for Christmas. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Captain Beefheart. Ainsley Dunsborough. Oh, I wish I was a bit slow on the uptake there. If feet were a square. Stones. Beatles Cream Experience. Tom Jones. Barry Ryan. Simone. Uh, Holly's Inside Traffic. Introducing James Taylor. I'm not keen on that picture. He just looks like a tramp, doesn't he? Interesting, but different. Um, the exciting new LP out now. Uh, Beatles, Stones, Clear for personal message from Cream, Bonzos, gone full circle. Yeah, I think I have, haven't I? I think I've gone full circle.